All right, and we are
Yeah, we're
live.
back.
Welcome to another episode of Foreign and Domestic. Of course, I am the foreign, and over there is the domestic. Alan, what's up, brother?
Hey, how's it going? You appear to be off site this evening.
Yeah, dealing with some stuff that needs to be taken care of.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Sometimes you actually have to do something for a living, maybe. Um, I myself am partaking upon some big wave this evening. So tonight will be brought to you by the Kona Big Wave. We've got an absolutely exciting evening theoretically. Hopefully it remains exciting. We've got quite a great panel. I've seen tons and tons of great names out in the side chat already. I've had a pretty good day, and I do have a Stanley adjustable wrench by my side, so I feel safe.
Very nice, very nice. In true fashion, before we go ahead, would you like to shout out the slide chat?
All right. Well, the list of participants in the side chat at the moment are Armament and Axes, the Bearded CB82, Chico Wise here in the room, and Daniel here in the room. David Bowling, Fireside Coffee, Gorillas and Guns, the Silverback, Guns and Glory, JCM, excuse me, JCM 45, Jesse B Outdoors, JH586, Jay Thornton 64, Kyle Lusk, New Texan, PC Bullet Empire. There's Peaks 2A America, Phil M. Rivers here in the room. Prescott is in the side chat. Roosted Films. For some reason I always want to say roasted. Robin Jones is out there. Always good to see Robin. Uncle Jim, Vanessa Kitty, and the one, the only WTF SoCal.
Big meat.
Georgia Rebel has jumped in. And we've got more people jumping in as I speak.
Awesome. Good deal. We have a first timer on this chat, and I've been trying to get him on here for the longest time ever. Big Al, brother, what's going on?
Man. Not much. I was playing with the P365 today. Took it apart. I mean, I broke it down all the way down to the wiring pan. I can't see anything wrong with it. I don't know. Going to have to run about 1,000 rounds through it. Something else, but I had a pretty good day today. Went out and shot yesterday. I'm not sure. I'm kind of prepared. If we go to Old Gun Day, I don't know if you can see that. That's my Mosin and gun up there. But anyway, glad to be here. I hope I don't screw it up.
You can't screw it up. There's been way worse, trust me. We got Chico Wise from the Dirty South.
Gentlemen, how's everyone doing? I appreciate the link. I'm happy to be here. It's going to be an exciting night, and I'm here for the support of helping brother out in foreign and domestic.
Good to have you, brother. Good to have you. Daniel, what's going on, man?
Well, besides going through the shock of winning Big Johnson's Guns and Gear out there, the grips that I'm going to be putting on my S2, I'm doing pretty daggone good. And anybody that hasn't gone to check out Big J, yeah, you're idiots and you're living in a closet. Go check him out. And Scotsman, thanks for the invite. And the domestic guy, Alan B. Pro. I had to stop and think of the correct name.
Well, I wasn't quite sure if you were glancing down at your notes or not, but I do have to reiterate, Big Johnson. If you don't know Big Johnson, you've been living under a frickin' rock. Yeah, and Big Johnson is out in the side chat. So if you don't know Big Johnson, go click on his name and check out that channel because he's one badass MF.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he knows what he's talking about. Other than me. And thanks, guys. I'm going to shut up now.
All right, moving on. We got Insight Freedom. What's going on, brother?
It's kind of interesting hearing, my buddy over there from the far Midwest talking about Big Johnson so many times. But yeah, hey, I'm happy to be here. Glad we worked this out to get on my phone. I'm on the road again, but I'm looking forward to this night big time. Hey, Josh.
What's going on, man?
And we also have Josh in the room. How are you doing this evening?
Pretty good. Watching them subscribers just drop on down after that last video I made.
There are worse things in life, brother.
Yeah.
If they're dropping off, they weren't supposed to be there.
Yep. Well, I mean, I guess people don't like whenever you think that baby rapers should get tortured to death. I guess they're not for that or something. I don't know what pissed them off, but they started dropping off after I made that video.
Yeah, screw them. Whatever.
Yeah.
I think they had to cut off an appendage.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, we got Phil. What's going on, man?
Not much. Just did a quick shout out for the foreign and domestic tonight. Try to get people to come over and watch. And I also went over and I tried to throw a link on Yankee Marshall's live stream, but it wouldn't let me. But I threw out a shout out for you anyway. But hey, just to try and steal some of his subs.
That's appreciated, man. And if that pussy wants to show up,
Oh yeah,
we'll even shoot him a link,
I'd love it.
I highly doubt he would show up. He's
and then we'll rip the living piss out of him while he's here.
no cojones, no cojones.
Yeah, none at all. None. All right, and we got Warsaw. What's going on, man?
Not much, Scotsman. I'm happy to be here, and I appreciate you having me on the panel tonight. It's just got a lot of new, reviews on that vid that's posted recently. People are liking it, actually.
All right, good deal. I really don't have any topics tonight, so if you have a topic you want to talk about, please do so. Here, probably in about 45 minutes or so, we'll do something very, very special, and that involves all the people that have helped out with hashtag Helpabrotherout. But until then, what do you guys got?
Well, I have very, very little information on it, but I guess we had another mass shooting in Jacksonville, Florida. 11 people injured, 4 people killed. Suspect has also been killed. They haven't, to my knowledge, they haven't announced the guy's name yet, and even if they did, I wouldn't mention it here. At this point, that's all I really know. Does anybody really know anything more about this? It happened at some Madden event. Is all I really know.
Yeah, there's a bunch of gamers. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I guess the guy lost and got pissed off because he lost.
It was a Madden 2018 gathering, and it appears like there were the 3 that were dead included the one who was actually doing the shooting, and then there was 7 that were transported to the hospital, and 2 others that were shot and transported themselves to the hospital, and all of them were stable. That was the last report I heard about an hour ago.
And so this was literally a competitor at the event that just went ballistic.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I heard, is that the guy lost and got pissed off because he lost.
Sore losers.
What a piece of fucking shit.
Yeah, and it's right there. The shooting was right there where that little restaurant area is in Fort Lauderdale, not Fort Lauderdale, Jacksonville. But anyway, yeah, he's a snowflake, and he shot some other snowflakes. So that's what's odd. Don't play the game.
So should we call him the snowflake killer?
Yeah, why not?
He might get too much publicity with that.
Santa's sleigh.
All right, what else you guys got? You got to have something, I'm sure. You said you were traveling a lot. What's going on with that, Scott? You traveling a lot?
Hey, you know me. I'm always on the road. Been back over here in East Tennessee since pretty early on Friday. Spent the day on the lake yesterday. Phone went dead while I was out there. I've been constantly playing catch up coming off of the giveaway. Just, a lot of things that I missed while I was trying to keep up with that. So I want to thank everybody for being a part of that, and all the VRs and the shout outs and just the participation. That was amazing. All the people who pitched in, just that blew me away. I love this community, and like I've said over and over again in those follow-up videos, that this is proof positive of what the gun community is like. And this, no matter how they paint us, there's a whole lot of generosity among gun owners.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. And I want to say this while we're on live, if I can. Thank you, Insight. I appreciate it. And to all who contribute to the giveaway, because that was awesome. Like I said, I wasn't expecting my name to be picked, or shot rather. But I definitely appreciate it, and all the people who contribute to it. So I just want to say that on here if I could.
Well, Chico, when I pulled that cover off there, my daughter saw who won. She's watched your videos with me, and she's seen some of your stuff on Instagram. And she goes, "Oh, that's so awesome!" She was happy.
I
She
definitely
really
appreciate
happy.
that, man.
Yeah.
Now, Inside, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How is it that your daughter is into the equestrian sports and you're actually able to afford firearms?
Hey, it's a thin line. I don't afford as much as I want to because that is a big investment. I'm telling you, there's some serious money going into that. But I look at it and I kind of weigh it out. The longer she loves horses, the less interested she is in boys for as long as possible.
That's a very, very valid point, sir. I completely agree with that. But when that time does change, you're gonna need to be armed.
Well,
definitely.
Yeah, and since that tragic boating accident, I really need to start working on that.
Yeah. Well, the equestrian sports, that is absolutely no joke when it comes to how much money that you got to put in for this, that, the other thing, and there's only 500 million things that you need to be able to do that stuff. It seems like a never-ending cycle of things that, oh, well, now that I have this, I need this, and I need this other thing because it won't work with this other thing or whatever. That's a pricey sport, but there's a lot of people that are into it in my area, so I was kind of intrigued on that. But
yeah, she's been an absolute horse lover since she was old enough to say the word horse. She's creative, and she's always written horse stories, drawn horses, talked about horses, wanted me to tell her horse stories, everything all of her life. So she's at least narrowed it down now. She's gone through the English, the jumping, and all of that stuff. She's gone into the Western type of horseback training, and now she's focused on barrel racing. So at least it's not all over the board anymore. So, but it's her passion, and I'll promote her passion any way that I can.
And that barrel racing stuff, man, that can get intense.
Oh Lord.
You want to talk about competitive? Those girls are just get downright competitive, and minuscule pieces of seconds that they'll battle over, and criticize and just beat themselves up for any little tiny mistake that might have cost them a quarter of a second somewhere.
Yep. Yep. We watched it at at one of the local fairs last weekend, and those girls were pretty amazing. There were 2 or 3 of them that just blew me away, and one of them, literally around the last barrel, almost took a dive. She was almost completely sideways and saved it somehow. So yeah, she knows what she's in for. She has never had a fear element. Even doing things like taking her out on the jet ski or something like that. She's always been the one that wants to go as fast as it'll go, jump everything you can jump. She just doesn't have a fear factor. So this is right up her sweet spot for sure.
That's cool, man. We got Ed that joined us. What's going on, Ed?
How's it going?
On, man. Glad you could join.
Oh boy, it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks.
Yeah, I'm trying to get myself back to working status.
That would be good. So how are things going with that?
Well, I'm done with the chemo and the radiation right now. Healing. Well, no, I won't show you. Healing up pretty good over here. You get like a 3rd-degree sunburn, from the radiation, and I'm just trying to get back to work so I can, pay bills and, do all that good stuff. But yeah, I really appreciate what everybody's doing for me and has done for me. Support, the prayers, the donations. Can't say enough about that. This community is just absolutely awesome. So anyway, yeah, I'm doing a lot better, and hopefully by the time they want to do a scan on me, probably sometime in September, make sure it's all gone. Maybe they'll monitor me a little better this time, and it won't come back. So that's what I'm praying for.
Heck yeah, man. That'd be good to get rid of it and be done with it.
Yeah, get rid of it. Kick cancer in the nuts.
That's it, man. We gotta get C-Max in that way too.
Yeah, I haven't heard from C-Max since our last live chat. I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, I texted him a little while back, but I haven't heard back from him. Mm-hmm. He's sporadic on his messages, but he's got a lot going on, so I get it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So is the...
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, is the Helper Brother out is it gonna continue after this? Or I mean, I know today's the last drawing, the last prize giveaway, but is the Helper Brother out gonna continue after today?
Oh, yeah,
people can still donate to it?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll keep pushing this and driving it. We may do more giveaways down the road. But I'd like to think that there doesn't have to be something there. I'd like to think that the people in our community are just going to step up and do the right thing. I'm happy giving stuff away, but at the end of the day, I think the people that are subscribed to us and the people that watch our stuff are stand up enough to where they can step up to the plate and do the right thing without there being a prize. The best prize should be that you, sir, Ed, and C-Max are still with us. That should be the damn best prize there is.
And I thank you for what you're doing too. You can't find the words to thank somebody. It's just you're awesome.
Dude, the day that I get to shake your hand, that's gonna be fucking awesome enough for me. I don't need your thanks, man. I just want to meet you, shake your hand, have a beer with you, and hang out, have some time, and shoot with you, and all that good stuff. And
shake the man's hand. Hell. Shake the man's hand. Get down on a knee and kiss the man's ring.
You've been drinking too much.
My main man, Alan.
It's only they're only 4.4s, but Phil said that they're good for like summer warm nights, and I'm tending to agree already.
They go down real smooth.
Is that the was that Kona?
Yeah, that is the Kona Brewing Company Big Wave Golden Ale.
Ooh, there you go.
4.4s, and they're kind of light, and very refreshing. Very refreshing.
Sit out in the lawn and have a few of them on a hot day. Yeah, that'll work. Or in the wading pool.
And it's nothing special, but I pulled the bird cage off the black rifle, and right before the show, I put the Radical Firearms brake onto the black rifle here. She's cut pretty decent. It's nothing fancy like WTF SoCal uses on his badass machines. Unfortunately, I don't make the kind of money that those guys make, but I mean, this guy was on sale, and I picked it up, and she looks pretty good on there. Pretty good on there.
Nice.
I just
Definitely
threaded her
looks
on there, so I'm hoping to get her out in the next day or two and see what that does for help mitigate any kind of muzzle climb. Really, there's not too much with this particular rifle, but it looks a hell of a lot better than the bird cage on there. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that bird cage has been around for ages and ages, and it's like every AR I look at has one on it. It's like, geez, somebody get creative.
No, Big Johnson, I did not. It didn't ask me to. I didn't take it to dinner, and I didn't buy it a drink first either. So I'll just take it out and shoot the crap out of it and run as many rounds as I've got on me at the time through it and see what happens. I've heard mixed things about this Radical Firearms zero, nada zero impulse. Some say that it actually creates a little bit of a flash onto you, but I don't know. I'll have to find out at the range in the next couple of days.
Make sure you make videos and don't point your gun at anyone's head. I mean, we all saw what you did with that last kid.
Okay. Yeah. What was the deal with that, man?
Well, if you look closely at the thumbnail on that, what I actually have in my hand is my sunglasses. Just the way the picture was taken, it appears very closely that I'm pointing a gun right at the dude's head.
I felt very threatened. I needed a safe spot in the coloring book after watching that.
Yeah. The question is, were they loaded?
They were tactical sunglasses. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they were loaded.
Yeah. Everything is always loaded around me. So
Oh my.
Are you still working with the kid?
Yeah, I am. I hope to actually do a little bit more work with him this next weekend. Didn't end up doing anything yesterday, but did something a couple of days ago with him. So he's theoretically going to be taking his certification classes here in the next 2 weeks and actually getting his permit. And as soon as he does, then I will be probably selling him his first carry weapon.
That's cool. I was afraid he's going to end up with his picture on a milk box.
It might still happen. He is hanging around Jenna's gate, so you got to be careful there. You never know what's going to happen. So Chico, you got a bunch of bullets, man.
I did, man, and it's undescribable to say, man. If you guys seen that video, man, I was excited but overwhelmed, but in a good way, you know. So you guys know, my press, I ran out of bullets, right? So I ordered some from Acme, and my Acme came, but when I met with Jamie and Kyle, it was like, yeah, the Scotsman told us to hook you up, and I'm like, man, you guys didn't have to do that. So really, in my opinion, just that little small step is really what this community is about. It's about more than that actually, but just that small gesture or gift to help to hook a brother up, not help a brother out. You know what I mean? Because they hook the brother up. But that's why the Scotsman, and that's why I joined his live feeds, and that's why I'm subscribed to him, and actually everyone on this panel, and a lot of people in the side chat, man. But I was ecstatic to have all this stuff, man, and I'll be loading it up soon. So I definitely appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I find it funny because he said, "What color?" And I'm like, "Well, what colors do you have?" And he's like, "Well, I got this color, and then I got lavender." And I'm like, "That's perfect right there."
He said, "Man, make it pink or purple or something."
I was like, "Chico West, Missouri South, need some lavender bullets."
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that video, man, so they are definitely lavender. So, but I definitely appreciate it, man. I'll be loading them up soon, and I'll take them to the range, and I'll get another chrono, but that's another story, so we won't even go there this time. So,
that's all right, man. Hey, he sent me some lavender bullets too.
Yeah.
What's
he
your
finally sent me
experiences?
the blue bullets that he was supposed to send me, so I got those, and he sent me a bunch of other stuff that I was not expecting.
Chico, what's your experiences with the chrono? Because I'm interested in getting one.
Okay.
They make great targets.
Yeah, they do. They do. They drop if you put a bullet straight through them. They will fall, and they will.
The key fact of this is, Chico, wasn't that a factory round? So you were shooting your regular rounds you loaded, and then you tried a factory round, and it shot lower.
And I was mad probably at myself because I was thinking, hey, these loads that I just worked up work fine, and they're at least 6 inches above the sensors, right? And I switched to a 124 grain American Eagle, and it dropped about 4 inches straight in the screen.
That's a permanent decimal point on there.
Yeah.
How far away were you shooting from?
Yeah, and see, I was too far watching other videos. I noticed that now because watching other people's videos, they were like 5 yards. I had it at the recommended thing from Cardwell, like 15 yards. So next time I'll have it a lot closer. But I was thinking the muzzle flash would give me inaccurate reading. So I got like 10 pieces of data before I got no more data.
Oh, you got data, but wasn't the data you were hoping for.
Right. So, but if you guys check out my page, my channel, I've got that video on there, and it's the title of it, Chico Shoots His Chrono.
So, out of curiosity, what is the penetration of a 124 grain American Eagle on a chronograph?
Oh, it went through and through and through.
Nice.
Hey, look, if you pay attention to the video too, it went through the target in the back, and I'm just like, man. So it was an experience, and it's a learning experience. I'm not mad about it because everything I do is learning experience. But I think next time I'll have it about 5 yards, and go from there. But everything it happens, I guess.
Well, it was a very, very good shot. You could tell it's cleanly straight through the front and the back.
Yeah.
So it was a very, very good shot. Have you heard anything on if they're gonna work with you at all on that or not?
Yeah. I contacted them, and I'm gonna give them a call tomorrow because when I contacted them like a couple weeks ago, the guy was like, "Oh man, we got spare parts around here. We can probably see the sensors. So if not, I'll just buy another one." The good thing on it, these things are only like, I don't want to say only, like they're like $70, $80. I can get one around about that. I just know that day it was expensive range trip.
How much does ballistic gel cost?
About $150 for if you get that clear gel crap. If
I
you
thought
make
you
it
might-
yourself,
I thought he might trade that out.
Swap it out, right? So it definitely was a learning experience. Like I said, I'll have it closer, but you know, I'm not afraid to. It just so happened I was recording and I was like, I'm definitely gonna upload this, man. Nobody will believe me if I tell them, you know. So I uploaded, and you know, a lot of people gave me some good advice on it, you know, from the Reloaders Network. They were saying, hey, you probably should have kept it closer, or you probably should have drug it in after you shot it. You know what I mean? I was like, whatever. So, but it was cool, man.
I think you will be surprised at the number of people who know exactly what you just did if you put that video out. No doubt. No doubt. You can check out Tool Monkey and TR. I think they created a thing called it was the Chrono Saver. They created this like metal cage to go around it for theirs.
So I'll be looking into one of them next time. It could be profitable for whoever makes one, but still, you know. So I'll definitely do another video because, like I said, I'm new to reloading, so I wanted to make sure what I was loading was within the specs. And man, the whole time at the range, I was like, as long as I don't shoot this thing, I'll be fine. And next thing I know, it's like, man, so.
Whoops.
I mean, it's a pretty funny video, man. I'm not mad about it. It's just, you know, learning experience. So if you guys haven't checked it out, you should check it out.
Hey, there's TR now. He can tell you all about the Chrono Saver.
The Chrono Saver. I'm gonna have to...
So Ed, you have a job tonight, man. I'm gonna text you here in a minute. And just watch out for that text message. But you have a job tonight, and that job's gonna come around here pretty soon. In the moment, I'm gonna let Chico run the chat while I text you.
Well, there was a little bit of communication in the side chat that got me to go look something up. And so I'm actually gonna do a little screen share here. I'm not sure if anybody is aware that Walmart, the giant that Walmart sells Antifa propaganda.
Yeah,
they will sell the anti-fascist handbook, and if you're too lazy to read, they'll actually give it to you in an ebook or an audio book. So you know, because you're Antifa wannabe, and so you probably don't know how to read. But just so you know, for all your Antifa needs, Walmart.com.
Yeah, Walmart proving that their online presence is just absolutely astonishing. They're so laughable. I can't stand that place.
That sounds like a good video series to me. I mean, sit here and do readings of Antifa by Daniel.
Just need a smoking jacket, a hoodie.
You'll probably be over 15,000 subs on that shit.
That, and I'd have to make sure every gun in this house is loaded for bear, because I would not be nice. I mean, look how I just treated poor Chico. I would not hold back on him.
Oh, that's cool, man.
You know, Warsaw had put it out there that they were selling Antifa shirts. And
they did last year.
For those of you that watched Foreign and Domestic last week, you know what I do to shirts that I don't care for who they support. It got me to look into it a little bit more. And yeah, I absolutely hate Walmart. Is Walmart a necessary evil almost as much as government? Because I mean, you know, small towns, that's the only place you can go. Big towns, it's like almost the only place you can go. Walmart dominates our commercial market now.
Walmart sucks, but I do like it because I get a lot of scores.
Yeah, the only Antifa shirt I want is the one with the rich with the panties flying on the flag. That's the shirt I want.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. One of the gun channels actually has stickers available for those. The Antifa panty stickers.
Panties in a wad.
So, Josh, we haven't heard much from you this evening. How are you doing this week, sir?
Just shit, I don't know. Just so much crap going on lately. Just trying to catch up on everything. Just got a new phone, so I had to send everything over to this new phone, and yep, just I don't know. Got a new gun, so waiting on parts to come in for that, so I can get that all souped up. I'll bust that out on the gun check whenever that comes up. Still waiting
Hold
on that.
on, you said a new gun and gun parts. Did you buy another fucking Glock?
Nah, dude, man, you just gave me a wrench. You think I'm gonna bust out a Glock now? I don't want to lose my wrench.
I'm not bust out a Glock. I tell you what, man. Since we're going there, we'll go with a gun check. And today I do have the Shadow 2, and I've carried this bad boy all day long with those ugly wooden grips that everyone freaking hates.
Nice.
I actually like that.
I love this bad boy. And it was funny. I took it to the range today, and I carried it all day because I had some test loads to shoot and verify if how they worked and how they shot before I start cranking the handle tomorrow. And one of the guys was in the range, and I don't think he's ever seen me shoot before. And I walk out there, and I'm like, just testing this, man. It'll be a couple minutes, and I'll be out of here. And I put the target up, I take out the magazine with the hollow points, I stick in the one with that, and bam, 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 bam. And I kid you not, man, perfect freaking group, 3/4 of an inch.
Nice.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked with that. And I mean, you know, it's a Shadow 2, so you can't go wrong. But
And the target was what, a full 3 inches away, or?
That's right, 3 inches, man. I could literally put the end of the gun on it and pull the trigger.
If it was a perfect group, the hole would only be as big as the caliber.
Hey, man, I didn't say I was that good.
You only have to be that good once. Make
That's
the perfect
right.
hit, and then throw the rest of the bullets off target.
Exactly.
I literally had 2 flyers out of 14 rounds.
So let's go ahead and run with the gun check. What do you say there, Scotsman?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it, guys. We'll start with Warsaw. What you got?
I don't have anything right now on me. I'm in my other room.
All right. Well, we'll move on. Phil, what you got?
Sorry, but
right now I'm running the Walther PPS M2 with the Right to Bear Customs holster, and I like it fine.
All right. Josh, what do you have? Maybe you'll get the bench back.
We got the Russian AK. E-Smash. Saiga. It's Saiga. It's not Sega. It's Saiga.
Saiga.
All right. What parts did you get?
Huh?
What part? You said you bought a bunch of parts.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just waiting for the sight tools, the side rail mount. I'm not sure if I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to do the conversion and make it into to where it has the pistol grip and move everything forward to where it accepts the normal AK mags. I like it in the rifle configuration. It just feels like, man, it just aims just naturally, man. Just with that rifle grip, I like it. A lot of people like the pistol grip, but man, that rifle grip, it just, I mean. To me, I could run around with this thing and shoot whenever I hold it like this. When I have that pistol grip, I don't know, it just kind of throws me off.
Do you find that with the rifle grip, you have to like chicken wing it more though?
Nah, I mean, I don't know. Let me see. Nah, I can hold it in.
That was just how I particularly was trained when I was young, and yeah, they had firearms when I was young. But with rifle grips, I have a tendency to just go straight out every single time because it puts my wrist at that straight angle. Where like with ARs and so forth, I can't chicken wing it out. That screws my wrist angle up. I have to go straight on with it. So
yeah,
that's like the main difference, at least for me. That's just how I was trained.
yeah. Well, I mean, what about whenever you're using cover and you have your arm way out there sticking out?
I see a new video in your future of you being tactical with the AK.
Hey, when are you going to make your response to my Tactitard video?
I will. It's coming.
I'm waiting on that.
I've been busy, man, but it's coming. I actually have a very good plan for that.
Well,
right. I want to keep a little follow-up going back and forth on that.
Yeah, we'll make it happen, dude.
To answer your question on the coverage with the arm out like that, if you ask TR Prepper, that's self-preservation. That's called defensive shooting. Yeah, it's a type of it's a bullet catch. That way you don't catch it somewhere else. You just catch it in the elbow.
Ask TR about that.
Man, my chat is all froze up.
That video was about as fun as watching Dirt pull his ingrown toenails out.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think Dirt was the worst one, though.
That's only because he has really good cameras.
Yeah.
Insight. Do you have anything on you this evening, sir?
Well, let's see. I'm on the road, but let's look. Turn around here. There might be a few things out here. The P07 got run a little bit. The AR got run. AR's cleaned and back up, but the shield's been in. Waistband, and there's more brass here for. Man, I'm going to have some serious shipping charges when I send the brass. I've got a lot of brass built up that needs to go because I'm still not into reloading. I've got to get into that, but I might as well share the brass.
There you go. Ed, what you got, brother?
Well, just to show you here, I still have the SR 1911 10 millimeter.
Hell yeah.
That's one sexy pistol.
There was a guy shooting next to me today with a brand new long slide Glock 10 millimeter, and he was having all kinds of trouble getting used to the recoil on that gun.
Yeah.
I tell you, his groups were probably 18 inches at 7 yards.
Jeez.
Wow.
With that long slide, man, the slide should be touching from that distance.
Yeah, really.
Well, and what would you compare the recoil to that to there, Ed?
The 10 millimeter, I've had a, well, Scotsman knows this. I had a 629-1. I've had a 29. I've shot Ibomi's 454 Casull. It's snappy, but it's not uncomfortable unless you have a tumor that's pulling on all your shoulder muscles with your shooting arm. But yeah, this is God, I don't know what I could compare this to. It's not quite
Nice looking pistol.
Thank you. It's because I've had a couple of, well, not this particular one. I've had the the Rock Island and stuff, and like I said, they're snappy. I think they got their own category.
Is it closer to like 40 than 45 though?
Yeah, probably a little bit more towards that, in between.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very comfortable shooting, pistol. Of course, it's heavy too.
Yeah, the 1911 definitely. I have no idea what that the G word weighs, but it can't weigh much.
Yeah,
I forget.
G word.
Daniel,
I'm trying to stay safe on here.
Yeah, I was holding my dollars for a 10 millimeter until I came across the Urban Gray, and I couldn't pass it up. I needed to have it. The virus took me over. But that particular one that you have there, Ed, is what I was actually looking at and really wanting. I was kind of contemplating like Rock Island, but it was like, well, definitely more of a American made guy. And I'm a Ruger fan. I like Rugers.
I'm not that guys, don't get me wrong that own Rock Islands. I've had a couple of Rock Islands out there, 1911s. The one I had in 10 millimeter, of course, that was when they first came out with them, and I had it was terrible. The guide rod, you know, the your little horseshoe that fits, you know, on you know what I'm saying, your guide rod spring and everything would get all cocked out of whack. And it just didn't, you know, I finally got rid of it.
Well, you should talk to Jen. Jen has a lot of experience with guide rods getting cocked out of whack.
Yeah, there you go. And I know Ibomi had problems with his. The last, I think it was the last shoot I was up there. His was all off kilter too, and had to be sent back to Rock Island. I told him, I said, "Fuck that! I'm just going to go ahead and get a different one." You know?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of issues here and there. What's that one channel? Damn it!
I Carry One.
Yeah, I Carry One. I Carry One talks about that stuff a lot and all the fixes for it too. He's a real good dude. He knows his stuff. He's got a bunch of 10 millimeters, and yeah, that guy knows what he's talking about. He's probably replaced every part that needs to be replaced and then some. And you got a question, talk to him. You know, but he does a real good job too. Daniel, what you got, man?
Oh, let's see here. Today I am carrying not the X19, the 75B.
Very, very respectable. Very respectable. You can stay. Chico, what you carrying?
I'm carrying PO7. CZ PO7 Mid-Atlantic holster. So far, this holster is working out for me. So I'm carrying this PO7 unless I'm cleaning it. So I love the gun. Shoots well, handles well, feels well, and it's a CZ. So
yeah, you get to stay. Good job.
I'm trying to keep my wrench. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get to stay. You qualify. And I know Big Al's going to qualify. Big Al, what you got, brother?
Well, I told you earlier I've got the SIG E365, which I was having some problems with the extractor yesterday. But I took it completely apart and checked everything out, and I can't find anything wrong with it. And I put 1,000 rounds through it, but this is the Harry's holster that is perfect for it. But today, I just kind of stayed in the house and cleaned my Shadow 2, also the CZ PO7. Just love that gun. I wish you guys had come up with a True Glow, or they'd come up with True Glow sights for that PO7. I'm just not crazy about the sights on mine.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
The Urban Gray doesn't come up with True Glows, but it does have the night sights. It does have the raised suppressor night sights on it. And I know you can't see it with all the lights that I have, but these things are bright, man. These things are almost as bright as what I've been carrying with me today, which is the P320. And they're a little bit brighter, but they're also a much bigger dot than the CZs. The CZ ones are a smaller dot, which being an older guy is a little bit more difficult, but they're just as bright on each of them, actually.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? When I bought my CZ, the PO7, I contacted CZ and it didn't come with the suppressor barrel on it, so I had them send me that suppressor barrel from CZ, and actually I like it. I like it better than the other barrel, which wasn't a suppressor barrel, threaded barrel.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you.
No, but I just wish, like, for instance, this the SIG, those X-ray sights on this SIG are just super, absolutely super. And I wish there was an alternative for that PO7 that had something like this on them.
Yeah, the PO7's front sight to me is it's great center of mass, but once you get out past about 10 to 15 yards, it covers so much of the target. I'd love something, something that's a night sight that was smaller, one of the pros or something like that. But that gun to me, it's got the capability of putting some distance shots out there.
I was shooting them I was shooting groups of about 12 inches at 20 yards the other day, and not struggling with it.
No, I mean it's simple to do, but I mean it could really be more precision if you could see more of the sight. I mean more of the target at that distance. I think.
I agree.
Hey, Scotsman.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey. Okay. Yeah, I went to the range. I told you I was going to rent a CZ and, do a little video on a Glock card trying out a CZ. So I went to the range to rent one, and they had one, but it was broken.
Well, why the hell did they break it?
Well, the point is that it was broken.
Well, you know what? It's funny you say that because I had another person yesterday and today shooting a Glock, and guess what? They failed multiple times. And no, they were not lip wristed.
And we're back full circle.
They're too weak, man. They need to quit limp wristing. Only real men can shoot Glocks.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. The guy was 3 times as big as you, and he was not limp wristing.
That don't mean I ain't stronger, that I can't kick his ass.
I didn't say you couldn't, but yeah, he wasn't lip wristing. I can tell you that.
Only men can shoot Glocks, but they have to own like 29 cats.
Oh,
what?
So we started talking about the PO7s. At least Chico started bringing it up. So I went and grabbed my PO7 in the Urban Gray. I have yet to receive a holster for this. I am actually having a holster made. I wanted to run the Mid-Atlantic holsters, but there's something going on with them right now. So I ended up having to go with someone else. So when that holster comes in, I will be doing a video on that one. That actually, for now, being how I don't have a holster, has been delegated to my bedside gun. So today I've been carrying the P360 or the 360, the 320. Still really love my 320. Really do. And I do have a adjustable wrench here by my side. And the reason why I have an adjustable wrench is because, like I said earlier, I got rid of the bird cage. So I also have a nice little black rifle by my side as we have our conversation here this evening. So that is what is sitting by me tonight.
Very nice.
Yeah, Alan, speaking of holsters, did you look up that company, Black Rhino Concealment?
Yeah. Actually, I did look up Black Rhino and was very, very intrigued by that. I did not actually order from them. I ordered from somebody else that might be not quite them, but I'll find out. If I get the holster and I'm not happy with it, Black Rhino is where I'm going to be going. I was thinking about going another road, but I didn't end up wanting to call the company. So it is what it is.
Well, I got mine in, and they do some good quality, so I recommend them.
Excellent.
All right, guys, it's going to be that time. So I did text Ed about 20 minutes ago, and I asked him to pick a number. Ed, what was that number?
That number was 17.
All right. So I can't screen share because I'm not on my computer. I have my computer in front of me, but it's kind of awkward to turn it and show and all that shit. You're probably not going to see it. So you have to take my word for it. And if you don't believe me, fuck you. But Mike Joseph was number 17. So Mike Joseph, congratulations, man. You win the Model 19-3 with the holster. Contact me, man. I'm pretty sure you have my email. Contact me, and we'll talk, and we'll get this on its way to you if you want it.
Well, congratulations, Mike, whatever your name is. Who the fuck is Mike, whatever his name is?
Mike Joseph.
Who the hell is Mike Joseph?
The winner of that pistol.
He he's been a subscriber for quite some time.
He's the luckiest son of a bitch in the world right now.
Well,
Man,
I only asked because I'm jealous as fucking hell of Mike Joseph or whatever the fuck his goddamn name is, the cocksucking bastard. Sorry.
Just call him Obama.
I wanted that pistol bad. Damn, I wanted that pistol.
Let me see where your name was in conjunction with Mike Joseph. Hold on one second.
I'm probably like 78, and there was only like 74 of them.
There was actually 125 entries. And
you were 125 or 126.
Let's see, where the fuck was Alan? Alan was 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I have no idea. That
was really cool, Scotsman. Really cool.
So I'll try and get a hold of him if he doesn't see this and see what he wants to do, if he wants it or what. We go from there. But
so tell me it wasn't close.
What's that?
I guess the package includes some of the other things like the site and stuff.
It does. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yep.
Just keep me informed.
Yep. Sorry.
Me too, Scotsman.
I forgot to mention that. It's been a hell of a week and a half, 2 weeks. I've been rebuilding the range from scratch pretty much. Had a fabricator in and all the other stuff, and it was a freaking disaster. The guy was a complete moron. And I basically spent 48 hours in the range within 2 days, and then I had to work the rest of the week on top of that. So it's been a bit of a bitch week.
Oh, it looks like your fabricator needed to cover a bunch of bullet holes on the signs and stuff.
The fabricator needed to replace the entire back end of the range.
God.
And half the stuff that he said he was gonna do, he didn't do, and I've pretty much been chewing his ass out and trying to get him to do what he said he was gonna do, and it's just been a pain in the ass. Like he kept leaving, and I gotta run to the shop for this, I gotta run to the shop for that. Like, I'm sorry, man, but if you're gonna come do a job, bring everything with you.
Mm-hmm.
It was retarded. It was a huge pain in my ass. I went in one day at 7 o'clock, was there till 3, and then the next day I went in at 7 o'clock and was there till almost midnight the next day.
Damn.
It was a huge pain in the ass, and then I had to go back to work and work the rest of the week, and it's just been nothing but a huge bullshit. We'll leave it at that. But regardless, it is what it is. But yeah, the site, the Insight Freedom was given away, is included in that package, and that's the zombie site. So
yeah, zombie killing.
If you're out there for zombie killing, Mike Joseph, he's got a zombie site too.
And if you're not, you're more than welcome to send it to allenbpro@gmail.com.
Willie Bulletman just said, CZ suck. Willie Bulletman, you're no longer a wrench.
What did Willie get? He get one of those G's? He get a G thing going on?
Willie just got smacked.
Speaking of a G thing, Chico there is holding up a box of 357 that's going up with that. That's going with that pistol there, and that's some good jacketed hollow points right there, folks. 125 grain jacketed hollow points.
Yeah, I got a use for those.
Yep, that's right. There's ammo too. I forgot about that as well, man. I'm sorry.
I'm starting to dislike this guy that won more and more every minute.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really talked to Mike too much. I've emailed him back and forth a little bit here and there, but he seems like a cool guy. So, and he was one of the first people to jump in and help out. So, I can't knock him for that.
Well, congratulations to him.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's awesome on
man.
your part and on his part. We, everybody that's done anything for this, the money that's been given and stuff. It's for Ed, man. Glad to have you on here because it's for a purpose for sure.
Yeah, I was glad Ed could join us because I really wanted Ed or C-Max or both of them to be here to pick the number, and I'm glad that at least one was able to show up to do so. So, Ed, I appreciate you more than you know, brother.
Appreciate all of you, and especially you, Scotsman.
You got to be pretty damn exhausted after all that work you just had to do, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Jeez, I mean, fuckers just putting you to labor.
Oh man,
dude! As soon as you took that wrench away from Willie, Robin Jones just timed his ass out.
Hey man, there's people with wrenches for a reason.
That's hilarious.
If you fuck around and you spit out the horrible word you shouldn't spit out, you will get fucked with.
Man, come on, free Willie, man, free Willie.
He'll be back. He'll be back. I mean,
he'll be back in 299 seconds.
I'll have to admit, Robin was being a little heavy-handed with the wrench, but he can be back here in just a little bit.
Good for you, Robin.
Right. He's not a permanent. He's not a permanent band.
No, I'm not one gun now. I still have multiple. Thank you. But it's probably going to be the last one I'm giving away. I've given away a few, so this probably be the last one I'm giving away.
It ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
Yeah.
I would love to give more away, but there ain't no way in hell like I'm giving this bad boy away. It took a lot to get this thing, and this thing ain't going anywhere.
Well, and the fact that you put up that particular revolver, man, that says
I carried that
bounce. And I don't think the majority of the people out there understand what that revolver actually stood for you. And the meaning and everything behind that particular pistol, and you putting up.
It was one, and you're right. You're probably right. This revolver right here was one of the ones that I'd wanted for the longest time, and it just so happened the day that I mentioned it to one of the guys that worked for me, this showed up in the shop. And he's like, "You're not gonna believe what just walked in here." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You know that Model 19.3 you're looking for?" I'm like, "No fucking way, dude." He's like, "Yeah, I got it sitting out here, and it's in great shape." And I'm like, "Well, what'd you offer the guy?" And he told me, and I'm like, "What are you gonna put it up for?" And he's like, "I'm gonna put it up for this." I'm like, "All right, if he takes it, I'm buying it." And I bought it before it even been paid for, and it was like 5 minutes later, he's like, "Hey, guess what?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "It's yours." and so the thing wasn't even in the store 10 minutes. And I've carried that gun for the last 4 years. I love that thing. It is an awesome piece. Mike, dude, you're going to love it. If you choose that you want it, you're going to love it. It is a badass revolver. Smooth shooter. Accurate as all get up. And I'll send you the case and everything else that goes with it as well. I got a bunch of stuff, so everything will go with it. But it is a sweet, sweet shooter, and one, like I said, I've carried it for the last 4 years, and it's still in perfect shape from the day I bought it.
Well, Scotsman, man, you've got a huge heart, and when you said that was happening, I already had a lot of respect, but I gained even more respect for you at that moment. you know, and I see it over and over again. We love to joke about you being, you know, obnoxious and rude and having a foul mouth and stuff. But man, you have a huge heart. You absolutely melted my daughter's heart this week with that shout out to her for her channel. I mean, like I said, she loves horses, but that made her day. Even after a great day of riding lessons, that absolutely made her day. So,
well,
I know
he
that
does look a lot like a horse. So,
hey man, just because I get a big nose, don't fuck around.
I know that FFL is going to be shocked when that gun arrives with your hand still attached to it. So.
Depending where Mike Joseph lives, I might hand deliver it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, and you know, you can also deliver the message with it that if he ever decides to get rid of that pistol, give him my contact information, because that particular pistol has a place in my possession. So
yeah, and guys, thank you for the kind words. Trust me, it means a lot. It really does. I don't do it for that.
I know you don't.
You know, I do it to support the people that need the help. When I started YouTube, I didn't realize people were actually watching this stuff, and when I realized they were, my thing from day one was, I'm gonna comment back to you. I'm gonna make sure you know I'm glad you watched it, and I'm gonna be a part of this community. And when I started interacting with people like the Real Cobra Burnout, and then Ed USAF jumped in, and I'm like, damn, all these people are making VRs. They're doing this for me, and they're helping me, and I'm growing because of this stuff. It's huge. It's huge. And as stupid as that might sound to some people, it meant a lot to us, to me, and to everyone else on here that has gone through this. And so when you get someone like C-Max that falls sick and ends up with cancer, and he's taking the time to be on the phone with you, he's taking the time to send you emails and answer your questions and stuff like that, you do what you got to do, you know. And so that's where I was coming with all this stuff, and I'm happy to do it all day long. I mean, I don't want to, because I hope none of you guys get sick. You know, I hope none of you guys need something. But if you do, you know, I'm going to step in and do whatever hell I can do. And, you know, yeah, I cuss like a sailor, but I'm Scottish, so fucking deal with it. You don't like it? Fucking politics. You know, but it is what it is, you know. But that's who I am. That's what I do. And I got no problem doing it. It's just like, you know, I was talking with my boss a few weeks back about something. And I'm not going to say what it is on here because I can't. But literally I said, hey, man, I'm doing this. And he's like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, fuck you. This is what I do. Whether you like it or not, I'm taking the time off and I'm doing it. You want to fire me? Fire me. But I'm leaving and I'm going to do what I do because I've done this and this is what I do and this is who I am. You don't like it? Fuck you. And that was that conversation. And nothing's been said since. You know, I'm sure there'll be other words exchanged later on down the road, but, you know, there's more stuff to come with that too, with work, and I'm working on some other things to get the fuck out of there. But you know, I'm not going to stand for stuff like that. When it's something that is important to me and something like you guys here, I'm going to step up and do what has to be done. And that's just what I do. I don't care. You know, I appreciate everyone saying thank you and all that. And trust me, I do. But I'm kind of like Ed and Mario and some of these other guys that have served, and when they get thanked so many times, they're like, dude, stop. You know, it gets old after a while. You know, I appreciate it. I do. Don't take that the wrong way. I do appreciate it, but that's not why I do it. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah, it makes total sense. If I may, look, I watched plenty of your stuff before I even said anything in the side chat, and I've seen the Scotsman say plenty of times, you know, where he's messing with someone. He was like, I don't have a heart. I was like, that's bullshit. Excuse my language. You know, I was like, that guy's got a big heart, man. You know, I've seen him do giveaways or raffles, and just helping out these guys like Ed and C-Max, and jumping on other people's page, like, Justin's Final Mission. So, somebody like that, I'll definitely support within this gun community. And I think if any of you guys watching, you should too. So that, that speaks volumes for our community.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Amen,
the
brother.
Scotsman does have a heart. It's very, very cold.
It's cold. It's black.
It's wrinkled and has a couple of hairs on it, but it holds beer really well.
It's like a good stout.
It's a good Russian imperial stout.
There you go.
High in alcohol content, cold and dark, and
a little hairy.
But tasty.
If you don't have hairs, it'll put hairs on your chest or your face if you're lacking a beard, which I'm not.
Give me a couple more months.
That's something else that was awesome, and I'll bring that up too. When we did that first one for C-Max, and everyone jumped in. Phil jumped in, and a bunch of other guys jumped in, and they all shaved live on camera. I cannot tell you how awesome that night was. I mean, literally, that was like almost a 4.5 hour stream, because we refused to end it until we doubled the goal. And then when we did, we all stood up and did what we said we were going to do. We took the shavers and all that, and we did it right there. And it was badass.
Well, actually, in the case of Daniel, we took a Bowie knife and went to town on it.
We even had.
It only took me as long to shave my head and my beard as long as it took everybody else to do theirs. In the odd circumstance that we ever do that again, I said do. I do have a new set of clippers that are much more silent and a lot faster. So, and yes, I did say do.
Let me jump in here real quick, and Scott, this is the last I'll say about it. But I'm kind of new to the group here and all that, but you're the reason why I got interested in doing these things. And to be honest with you, when I saw what you were doing with people in the community and how much you actually cared, it kind of sold me on not only this community, but you and the guys here on the panel and the people in the side chat. This may be one of the best groups, that reflect what America really is and what people should aspire to be. And I just want to thank you, because you got me interested in it enough that, I try to participate as much as I can. But, like I said, I'm a monkey with a stick compared to the rest of you guys. But thank you.
No, and anyone that's watching right now, he's not a monkey with a fucking stick. If you're not subscribed to Big Al, I'm telling you right now, get your ass over there and sub Big Al. This guy rocks. He does a really good job. He has a bunch of CZs. He's got 6.5 Creedmoors, and he is trying to do the best he can. And trust me, it's awesome stuff. And he's got the GoPro, and he's working the GoPro, and he's doing what he can. And I love the guy to death. He's been a big supporter, and I can't thank him enough for that. And all you guys, seriously, you all support. Some of you guys send me emails. Some of you guys have my phone number. You text me stuff, and it's awesome. Absolutely freaking awesome. It's one huge family, and I really mean that when I say that. It really is one huge family, and that's why I'm here, and that's why we do what we do. And it means so much to me that you guys probably don't understand is what I'm trying to say the best way I can say it. I don't have any family here. You guys are all my family here. And so for me to have that is something that's pretty big.
Yeah. Well, Big Al has also got the distinguishing characteristic of being the best dressed shooter on YouTube. He frequently in a tie and a white shirt, man, I'm telling you what,
well, you can put a ribbon on a pig and it's still a pig.
No, and that's true. He is in a shirt and tie quite often, and he's out there shooting with it, and it's awesome.
Oklahoma Heat, no problem.
Air you can wear.
Make a comment out there.
Air you can wear. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no doubt.
You make a comment out there, Big Al. They're looking for your channel.
Do what?
Make
Hey,
comment.
look, guys, there's some great channels on here. The guys on the panel here, I mean, I've learned more from you guys than just anybody. I mean, not only the fact that there's so much expertise here, but also the fact that you're great guys. I'd like to hang around with you. You know, where else can you find that around anywhere anymore? You don't find it in work. You don't really associate with your people you work with. You know, people don't. You know, you got 2 or 3 friends, but on here it's kind of different. It's people that share the same. I think the same moral compass and the same likes and dislikes, and we can have arguments and we can call each other. We can tell each other eat a bowl of dicks if you want to pay for the copyright. But it's good people, and I like it here, and I appreciate the fact that I was warmly welcomed here, and we'll continue to try to be a part of it.
Yeah, Big Al, if you can make a comment out in the side chat, there's a number of people looking for your channel.
Yeah, Bearded CB posted his link.
CB just threw it
Oh,
out.
he threw it out there. Good one, Bearded. Good one.
Yep. Ranks is doing the work. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon.
We appreciate you and thank you.
And Scott F threw it out there as well. So, yeah, you touched on something very vaguely. What people know about you at work. Now, I know that we had like Dirt Road out in the side chat earlier, and Dirt Road does not even show his face on his channel because he doesn't want any kind of possible recourse through his work. Now, people at my work do know that I do the YouTube thing, but they don't know like hardly anything at all about me personally. For the longest time, they didn't know anything at all. And somebody actually stumbled upon my YouTube channel and went, holy shit, you don't have friends in real life, but you've got like all these friends like mad all over YouTube, and you talk all the time and you're very boisterous and you don't say anything at work. And I'm like, I'm a different person at work than I am personally. Is it just me? Am I the only one that's like that? Do you keep yourself personally hidden at work and remain just in a professional function, or are you the same person all over the place?
Well, let me address that real quick. Is everyone has to distance yourself at work in your private life, and I've always told everybody you're a lucky man if you have 5 great friends in a lifetime and 2 super good friends that you can tell anything to, and you don't have that at work. You don't have that in your regular life generally, but here, you know, we share so many things that you wouldn't share normally, not with somebody you worked with or somebody worked under you, or we're honest with each other, and that's rare, and you only do that with friends. So no, I'm not the same person here that I am at work. Work is, you know, Allen work. When I'm at the Capitol, it's Capitol Allen. But here, you know, we tell each other a lot of things. I mean, it's kind of cool, you know, and it's rare.
Should I spare nobody? It doesn't matter if I'm at work or where I'm at. Everybody has to put up with my shit. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm kind of the same way. I see it how it is here, and I see it how it is at work too. So you know, I don't fucking pussyfoot around. You know, I get some customers that look at me like, "What'd you just say?" And it's because I tell them the truth. I ain't gonna screw around. If it's a piece of shit, I'm gonna tell them it's a piece of shit. You know, I'm gonna make sure they understand what they're looking at, what they're trying to buy, or what they want to do, or if they have an issue on the range, I'm gonna make sure they know what the issue is and try to help them with the issue. And if I can, teach them how to shoot better a little bit. You know, give them pointers here and there if I can, and that's how I am here. That's how I am there. You know, if I can help any one of you guys, that's what I do. I'm gonna help you guys. You know. Me and Daniel shot together many times over. I've shot with Firearms 101 and some other people. And, you know, we all try to help each other. You know, it's little things. And sometimes you don't see the little thing. It takes someone else standing behind you or standing beside of you to see that little thing that you're missing.
But I think that's the thing is me and you, Scotsman, we work, our jobs are in the firearms industry. So I guess it's kind of different for us. I mean, a lot of people, they work in a professional environment that has nothing to do with guns. And if they started talking about guns and stuff and having YouTube gun channels at work, I mean, that might not go well for them, you know?
Yeah,
Depending on
the only person that knows I have one is the owner, and the owner doesn't care. You know, he said I can record in the range all day long if I want, but I got to be careful with what I'm doing there, and that's just me personally. It's just like I don't buy guns where I work. I buy guns elsewhere, get them transferred elsewhere too. I don't buy or transfer from where I'm working just to cover my own ass. And I've always done that over the years. I've been doing this a long time, and it's just CYA, and it's just what you do. And I basically don't shit where you eat. It's basically what it comes down to. Don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, I won't tell anybody I have a YouTube channel. I'm not proud of that shit yet. I got a long way to go to be proud of that.
Well, and that's one thing that I started to do when I was in a different industry than I am now. When I was in retail, I told people, I said, yeah, I got a YouTube channel. And they're like, really? You don't talk to nobody. How the hell do you have a YouTube channel? Well, it's really not that much in the way of talking. It's more shooting than anything else. Oh, it's a gun channel. Yeah, it's a gun channel. And eventually people started learning a little bit about me and that I was a carrier and everything else. You know, there was a couple of people that I talked about carrying with, and that's what actually got me started on YouTube.
Real quick, Alan, before you continue, Phil's got to jump out. Phil, you want to say any plugs or anything?
Just thanks for having me, and congratulations to the winner. Sorry it wasn't me, but thanks for having me, and till we meet again, guys.
All right,
Phil.
Take care. Have a good night.
As always, thank you very
Yeah,
much,
Phil.
Phil. Always great to have you, man.
See you, brother.
One of the staples of foreign and domestic, Phil M. Rivers.
Well, Willie Bullet Man's back, and he's back with a vengeance. He is pissed at Robin.
You know, guys, talking about you know, if you're at work and me personally, I don't let the people I work with know that I have a YouTube channel. Now, if they just so happen to come across it, that's on them. But I don't, you know, I'm a people person, so I speak to everybody. But what you see here is probably what you see if you work with me, you know. But I don't just say, hey, I got a YouTube channel, y'all should follow me, because I kind of think that would, if I piss somebody off, upper management, they probably use that against me. So I don't know. So what you see is what you get.
There's some people here in my neighborhood, they know I have a channel, but I tell them if they make any comment or anything like that, I block them. But pretty much who you see on my channel, what I do, that's me. And I've actually got hooked up with a lot of same kind of mindset people, which led to my new job. And basically, they let me write my own hours because they know the situation that I've been in for a while. So, I mean, this gun community is a very good community, and it's a tight community.
Definitely, I agree.
Well, and really, just in the efforts to try to get even word of mouth out, even in my local area, for some of the efforts that we've put forth here and there, is why even some of the people that I work with has even heard about it. I actually had a gal that I work with gain cancer, and she was fighting cancer, and I started talking to her about it, and she said, you're like one of the last people that I would think has any sympathy for anybody. You have no empathy for nothing. And you're talking to me about this, and I'm like, well, okay, here, let me clue you in a little bit as to where some of my empathy lies for people. And she was absolutely blown away. She's like, you just seem like this completely cold-hearted person. I'm like, no, my name is not the Scotsman.
That's mean.
But you know,
hey now. If you're gonna talk about me, make sure I'm here, jackass.
Well, I thought I had an opportunity. You weren't.
And yes, cold-hearted is right. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
Whatever, Weasel.
Yeah, you know what? I don't mind Mr. Holster calling me a weasel. I can deal with that. It's all good. If that's the worst I'm being called, I can hang with that.
Well, that's not the worst I've been called in the last hour. So
if I wake my wife up, you're going to hear some other words used too.
I've been some calls and stuff by customers over the years. It's been very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Scotsman, don't you have to step out for a minute?
No.
No? Mm. Who wants to see me lose my wrench?
Why?
What'd you do, buy a clock?
I'm this close. This close. I had a CZ guy who hates Glocks actually tell me about a certain one, and I put it in my hand, and the thing just points. And I got another CZ guy bringing me one in to shoot.
It points at your foot.
Is it this one? Because I mean, this one fits my hand really well.
I don't know. I know it just has
Daniel, why don't you type a comment in the side?
Hey, I can already see it that it's not there.
Just make sure you've got about $500 set aside for all the extra things you need to put on that gun to make it shoot the way you want it to.
I don't think. Well, they took all the different pieces of different Glocks and put them all together into one. So hopefully, it has all the good parts.
Oh, I'm Xing what that one is.
Yeah. So the only thing I need to see is actually put some rounds through it to see if the bullet hits where it's aiming.
And it won't.
Does it have Red Rider on the side of it?
No, actually, but my last video was an air gun.
You know, it's funny. I shot Firearms 101's Glock, and I've shot a couple other Glocks over the years, and I cannot hit the broadside of a frickin' barn. It doesn't matter what Glock it is; they suck.
Well, I can hit with a Glock. I'm not as accurate
flip over backwards and throw it.
I'm just not as accurate with them. But the thing for me, with Glocks is they're kind of boring to shoot. Yeah, they shoot. Well, most of them do. Well, some of them do. But there's no character. There's no character to it. It doesn't have a personality. Where this, and yeah, it's a CZ. This just, you can feel everything in it. There's no mush in the trigger. You can actually feel everything that's happening. It has personality. It has character. And charisma. There's no charisma in a Glock. That's
my Glock 19 is ass hurt.
that Glock 19, you know what that's good for? Literally, if you take that, and this is what you do with a Glock. If you guys have one and you can't hit shit with it, you literally take it. You take it this way. You hold it with this hand and you throw the fucking thing. That's how you
use it as a billy club.
Make sure you put trigger gloves on it.
If you haven't seen that video with me and Daniel, trust me, we'll show you what to do with a Glock. You literally run to the target with it and fucking throw it.
Hey, Scotsman, Here's a joke. You know why Glocks don't hit their target? Because they're brick guns. They're literally bricks.
Again, Warsaw, if you haven't seen that video of me and Daniel, go back and watch that video. It's on Daniel's channel. And trust me, exactly what you said is pretty much what happened.
Exactly. And I can't believe he actually hit the target with it.
To defend Glocks a little bit, I own the 19. And when I bought it, I said, well, I'm going to try to make it a great gun. So first thing I did was had the slide milled out for a Vortex red dot. I changed the trigger out and go ahead and change the slide out a little bit. I had to do some work on it. Changed the barrel, changed the firing pin, and changed the sights, and still it's a Glock 19.
Yeah, me and my G31 story. I added up everything, and I'm a little over $1,100 in that getting that gun. And it's a great shooter. I mean, it will plaster that small steel silhouette at 25, 30 yards without even trying. But it's more than my Shadow, and my Shadow out of the box shot better than it did.
So I just might have to go back to the PO1 Omega. Because that there is the closest thing to a Shadow there is.
Now we got to see you with a Glock.
Just real quick, I want to throw a couple of shout outs out there. We got Blue 823s out there. Blue, good to see you, man. Tom Olison, good to see you, brother. Let's see who else we got out there. SoCal's been out there for a while. G&G got pistol whipped a while back, a few years back, and he's guessing it's a Glock. Wouldn't surprise me. That's can't shoot, you throw it. So you probably got hit with a Glock. Congratulations. Beard CB, he's laughed. Lightman, appreciate you coming in. I think that's it.
But a high point's more effective for throwing. It's heavier.
But no. See, a Glock is more aerodynamic. The Glock's a little bit more aerodynamic because it's a little bit lighter. It's a Lego gun. So it's lighter. It's a little bit more aerodynamic and flies better. Whereas a high point is just a straight up boat anchor. It's not meant to be thrown. It's meant to be thrown straight down.
You might be able
No, you've gone over the line. You don't talk bad about High Point. I mean, High Point, the factory is right down the road from me.
Well, at least with the Glock.
That's why you lost your wrench, asshole. I'll be right back. I gotta grab another beer. Ed, you're in charge.
I'm in charge. I'm the guy that just showed you the Glock.
The brick gun.
The brick gun. Oh no!
Is it gone yet?
He's gone.
Now we can all bust out our Glocks.
Oh, come on.
Rock out with your Glock out.
That's right.
Yeah. Insight, you've got you've ran some of that Hive stuff for a little while now. I know you've had that Hive stuff on your S&W for a while now. And you've caught some flack for that stuff being the battery operated orange.
Oh yeah, for any kind of color. The one comment a few weeks ago was it's not a real EDC guy would never have colors on their gun because it's meant to be concealed. Not my response was, well, when it's concealed, nobody sees what color it is. I don't care if it's pink, hot pink, purple, blue, orange, whatever it is. So. It's on me 95% of the time. That's the gun that is in my waistband, and nobody ever knows it's there. Nobody. Not even people that should know it was there.
Well, the majority of the time, people have no idea that I have something in my waistband other than, like, my girlfriend. She knows. She knows that because she knows how I am. She knows that pistol's going in my waistband one way or another before I leave that bedroom in the morning. That I'm carrying a weapon on me to walk to the coffee maker in the morning. And so she knows that it's going to be on me, and she goes to wrap her arm around me, and she knows where to put it and not to put it. She's got no inclination at all of carrying any kind of weapon in any way, shape, or form. And I'm okay with that as long as I'm around. You know, when I'm not around, I have to worry about that. And that's just my prerogative. But she's like, I've gotten this far without it. And I'm like, yeah, and hopefully you get the rest of your days without it. But I'm not going to push you into something that you don't want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I've been impressed with the hive accessory. I don't care what color it is. I just happen to like orange. Everybody that knows me knows I like orange. Big Johnson and I kind of share that. And the reason that I've even got the hive accessories on that gun is because of him and his advice, because they just work. They're well made and they work. Great company to work with. And out of all places, out of California.
Yeah, and I don't know why they make so many different good accessories that come out of California.
Yeah, they come out of California. It's amazing.
Yeah,
California.
Hold on, real quick. Warsaw makes a great point. I hate fucking Glocks. Good point.
We didn't say anything about them while you were gone. It's okay.
Oh, guns and glory.
Liar.
You're about ready to get yourself timed out there, buddy.
Sorry.
And I have no idea who this is. Your six covered. I don't know who he's referencing, but I mean that just sounds like a freaking Trojan horse to me.
Oh, I don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared.
Oh, damn. Oh, he must lost internet connection or something.
Yep. Something happened to him. Oh, well.
So, hey, did 101 finally get his shadow?
No, not yet. He's got some other stuff going on. I'm not going to talk about it here. I'll give you a shout tomorrow if you're not working. That was a question, Daniel. Are you working tomorrow or no?
Therapy, I'm going to be around, but I just got one part of the day therapy.
All right. Shoot me a message when you're free, and I'll give you a call.
That shouldn't take too long. It doesn't take too long to feed goats.
No, not emotional therapy.
Orange.
That's right. He wasn't covered.
You saw that, huh?
I'm laughing at all these comments getting deleted.
I have a lot of wrenches.
Rob D says
a lot of people out there watching what's going on, so don't fuck around out there.
Yeah, I removed the comment.
Rob D out there says that he even takes it into the bathroom when he showers. How many people take a pistol in with them when they shower?
I do.
I do.
I don't put it in the shower. I mean, I don't understand why people actually put it in a plastic box and bring it in the shower. I mean, the bathroom counter is right next to your shower. All you have to do is open the curtain, reach out, and grab your damn gun. I don't understand why people put them in plastic boxes and bring them in the shower. I mean, that's I don't know.
Ever heard of rust?
It's crazy.
Water and metal?
Humidity.
You got like the wife's vanity right in the bathroom. They just sit it right on the edge of there by the shower. So
yeah, keep it within arm's reach. That's all it's got to be.
Yeah,
exactly.
I've actually contemplated mounting a different holster right up against the vanity inside my bathroom, and because it sits right up next to my shower, anybody would be able to walk into my bathroom, use my bathroom, whatever, and never ever notice this holster attached to the side of the vanity. They'd never see it.
Or just one of those gun magnets.
I was gonna say I got gun magnets too, and you just keep them on the magnet. You'll never know it's there, and that's the easiest way to do it. A couple screws.
That's one of the only things that has stopped me from doing it, is because, maybe I'm carrying different weapons, whatever. Maybe I want to swap out holsters. So I very well might end up just going out and getting a couple of those gun magnets.
They're worth it, man. If you want one, let me know, and I'll shoot you a couple of different links to different ones that I've seen and used, and they're not bad at all. And they're moderately priced too.
Oh yeah, I remember Alan said something about the holsters. Mid-Atlantic, I don't know what happened to them. I looked on their site probably about a month ago, and they was like, "We'll be right back," and they've kind of disappeared. So that is unfortunate, I think, because I was looking to buy a few more holsters from them. So
well, and I started actually doing a little bit of work. I was getting ready to do some work for Mid-Atlantic holsters. They were going to be prototyping a different setup, and they were going to end up actually sending me a prototype for T&E. And so when I picked up the Urban Gray, I went immediately to their website, and the website says that it's down, and I'm like, oh no way. And so I'm pretty disheartened about that. You know, Kydex makers are going in and out of business all over the place all the time. Everybody and their brother's folding Kydex. But Mid-Atlantic Holsters was doing a damn good job of it.
At a good price too.
At a damn good price. At a raging good price.
Yeah.
And so I very well might end up having to see if I can reach them on the side, because there's a lot of call. There's people out here that are still wanting Mid-Atlantic product.
Just for straight up gun, no weapons lights or anything on them. I've had really good luck in my last several, just going ahead and quickly grabbing off of Amazon, like the CYA holsters, and they're well finished, nice, smooth, rounded edges and stuff. But you know, if you're going beyond just a straight up gun for something that's got a weapons light or something, they don't really do any kind of custom stuff. But I've got those for just about every gun I've bought over the last year and a half, just because I could get one quickly within a couple of days. And they're all comfortable and good. They work well.
Yeah, and I've done that same thing in the past. Warsaw recommended the Black Rhino for this. Now, this is a little bit of an oddity with the suppressor's height sights and the threaded barrel, and so there's very few companies that are actually making them for the Urban Grays. But Black Rhino will do it. A few other companies out there actually list on their website, does it have suppressor height sights? Does it have a threaded barrel? And you know, what light are you running? And they'll ask you even what lights you're running on it.
Yeah.
So that you can run it with lights. I'm not big on carrying a weapon with a light, but
Alan, I'll shoot you a message, man. One of our good subscribers just sent me a message, and I'll get you fixed up with Mid-Atlantic. Thanks to him, courtesy of him. So one of our subscribers just stepped up and sent me a message on something there. So we'll get that fixed up.
Very good. Cool. Very good. Yeah, I do have something coming for this, and we'll be doing video on that when it shows up. But it is getting custom made, essentially. It's getting made to order, so. They had to actually recontact me to inquire how much of the threaded barrel do I want protected. So yeah, Warsaw.
So apparently I found out something interesting. Before I got into Kydex holsters, I found out that why do holsters rub against firearms? Oh, apparently your finish is coming off because of not the holster, but it's because you don't clean and maintain it. There's actually dust and debris. It's like sandpaper that actually rubs on the sides of your guns, which causes the paint to come off. So constantly just check your holster, make sure there's no dust or debris in there, and use some hot shampoo water or whatever and just clean it out.
Yeah, you'd be surprised inside your pants what ends up inside of a holster.
Yeah, that's some great advice, Warsaw.
Well, think about it. If any of you guys ever carried a revolver and you carried speed strips around like that and you have them in your pocket, what happens when you take them out? They're covered in lint. Covered in lint. Or you take you take a pocket of change out your pocket. What do you got? You got a handful of lint in your pocket too, in your hand.
Yeah.
Because so just think about it. And then you stick something like that inside your waistband, you're gonna get all that crap as well. It's a really good point. Leather holsters are renowned for picking up stuff. Kydex is like a magnet.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a magnet for that stuff.
I put up a video about 3 weeks ago where I had 9 guys doing some training on a gun range, and 3 of them just kept on jamming and stovepiping and everything. Took them guns apart. They were just full of lint and everything. I don't think they shot the guns or cleaned them since the day they got their CCW license.
Yeah, I've seen that video, Daniel.
The sad part is you'd be surprised how many people buy a brand new gun, and the first thing they do is go shoot it. They don't take it home, clean it, and oil it. They go to the range and you go shoot it. And most people don't realize that when you buy a gun, it comes with packing grease. It doesn't come with gun oil. It comes with packing grease because they don't know how long it's going to sit on the shelf before it sells. So they put a particular type of packing grease on there to protect the gun so it doesn't rust.
This is actually the very, very first pistol that I have ever bought that I did not tear apart, clean, and re-lube before I took it out for its first shots. This is the very, very first one. I broke my own rules and regulations, my own traditions, and did it with this one. I haven't had a problem with it yet. And so far now at this point, I have over 800 through it. So I'm getting pretty confident with this pistol. I haven't cleaned it yet either, though. So,
but it's a CZ. It's going to function.
Well, it will, but I mean, it's definitely a thing with ammo too. With the CZs, sometimes it's pretty tight tolerances when you look at the seating on the ammo on a CZ, which is a great thing. And that's one thing that's different. If a Glock, you take a Glock and you put it in there, and there's a little wiggle room with the Glock. Shoots everything, but it's a little wiggle room.
Well, bear this in mind too. Whenever you shoot ammo out of a Glock, it's very hard to reload the cases from a Glock. If you guys don't know this, but if you shoot from a Glock, it automatically swells that case. And so when you go to resize, if you look at the bottom of the case, it's actually flared out more at the bottom of the case.
Yeah,
so
not fully supported. Yeah,
exactly. And so you can't use it in any other gun than a Glock unless you actually go back and you get like a bulge buster and take that bulge out of that case.
Yeah. Beauty is it'll shoot just about any kind of ammo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm spending $750 for a 50 pack of 9mm. So I mean, that's almost as cheap as reloading when it comes down to it. So I mean, there's no point in reloading 9mm. I mean, for brass and stuff like that, if you want something exact, yeah. But if you just want some cheap crap to throw in a Glock and just go practice with, I mean, $750 a box. What's the point?
I don't know. I'll tell you, and Chico will tell you too. With all the ammo, with all the bullets we get sent, it didn't cost enough shit.
Yeah, man, and not only that, it's addictive, man. And I actually like it, man. So it keeps me away from my other hobbies, where their big engine horsepower is a lot more expensive than reloading. So.
Yeah, I probably spend more on gas driving to the range than I do in ammo. It's ridiculous. All these people are awesome and sending stuff, and just like Chico got a bunch of stuff. I literally called Kyle and like, hey, Kyle, Chico's got a problem. He's like, what's that? I'm like, Chico's out of bullets.
Yeah, man. Look, man. She was hungry. That's what it was, man. She was eating bullets.
Hungry. Yeah, 650 gets hungry.
That's it. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, he's been cranking that handle.
Man, for real.
The handle's worn out.
Hey,
and it's
Chico,
fun, man.
is your pulling arm getting bigger than your other arm?
Yeah, I think so, man. I'm gonna see if I can use the left one, man, to get the bulk up.
There you go.
It's cool though, man. I enjoy it. But like he said, man, Kyle and not only Kyle, a lot of guys in their arm or extend their supply of stuff to actually help you to get you into it. So I'm like, man, you guys don't have to
Yeah.
do that, but
Yeah.
that's
I
awesome.
hate to interrupt the conversation, but I did receive a text from Willie Bulletman that wants me to show something to Robin Jones. Mr. Bulletman, there you go. This is what he wanted me to show Miss Robin Jones.
Speaking of a great guy and a great group of guys, man, that Reloaders Network, those guys are awesome. They really are.
I'll tell you, and Chico will tell you too. If you have not checked out the Reloaders Network, I got invited in. I've been there for a month and a half, 2 months now. It's been an awesome community, just like here. And they welcome you and invite you and encourage you to produce content and everything else. And it's huge. You know, Chico just bought a 650. He started off big. He went big. He went straight up balls to the wall. And now he's got, pink bullets.
Yeah. Pink bullets, right? Purple bullets.
Chico,
but yeah, man.
You got the 650. So when you get in the TSO or the Shadow?
You know what? And if you look in the comments, I asked that earlier. I said, man, all these Shadow 2s, man. I'm looking at them and I'm getting tempted. So
when you're ready, man, I'll send you the link.
Definitely, man. I definitely will, man.
I can tell you where to get
it will not be the link for what he got his for, because what he got his for, they had to rape somebody to make that happen.
Okay.
But both him
I'll
and
send them
Inside
a link
Freedom,
for what I got mine for, and it was pretty damn good price.
Yeah, both him and Insight Freedom snatched up on that deal.
Yeah, I'll definitely be looking into that, man, because I've held one at a gun range. At a gun shop, and I'm like, let me put that back down, man. So, but they're nice guns, man. They feel great to the hand. I know they shoot good.
You don't want to put it down, dude. It just fits.
Look, and look, this doesn't even compare. This is PO7, but this thing shoots awesome.
Yeah.
And before I got this, we won't mention what I was carrying, but I carry this one always. I like to keep my wrench, so we won't mention what I was carrying. But this PO7 is by far an awesome weapon. The only drawback I'll say is the magazines. They suck in price. I think they're inflated. I think, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I can send you a link on that.
Overpriced.
There is a good source on that one too, Chico. I'll send you that link. I'll text it to you.
Okay, cool.
I'd like to get more of the mags with the extended bases on them, but I don't even know if you can even find those. I haven't looked around that much for them yet, but damn, I'm right there with you with the PO7. That it feels absolutely phenomenal. The S2 would be like a freaking wet dream, and Jam would have to come out of the closet to make that happen.
Oh, baby.
All right. We're not going to go there. Jam's not coming out the closet. We're done with that. Let's move on.
Well, and I think if you follow Big Johnson on Instagram, he's been showing some of the new CZ mags too, some of those extended capacity.
Those.
So I'm waiting to see those show up.
If you're looking for the extended mags, I can send you a link too on those.
Yeah, the standard factory extended mags. That's what I want to carry with this thing.
Yeah, it's like $26.
Yeah, all over it.
Wow,
all over it, because
they must have dropped from the last time I seen them. But I did get two extra.
Just the standard mags that I found have been like $50 a pop.
You just gotta know where to look.
Yeah, you do. There's some good online sources for sure.
Yeah, send me a link on that too.
Yeah. We'll do.
And you know, interesting. I end up. I believe Insight told me that the spare two that I got were for the P10C, and they fit. And I was like, cool. So they were cheaper than the $50 price, like Alan was talking, because they are up there in price. But the P10C fits. I believe I might have seen that on Big Johnson's
Yeah.
video, and I was like, thank you, because $50 was oh man. So I was just like, $50 for one magazine. I was like, man. So
I might or might not have fondled a FN 509 tactical today, and that was. I told the guy, I said, take it away from me, just like you did with that Shadow. I was like, take that away from me. I have no business even toying with that thing right now.
All right, guys, we've been going for about a little over 2 hours now.
What?
But WTF is putting his wrench to use very, very well out there.
He is.
Oh my God.
He took care of the tactical chicken. If you don't know the tactical chicken, that is your six covered, and is your six covered apparently wasn't covered.
Those guys.
Yeah, Scotsman, I got a
always
question.
fun.
Yeah, go ahead. What you got, Warsaw?
You ever handled a Prebe 75?
I have, yes.
If I actually heard this question, it's you can't use actual modern CZ mag with the Prebe because they won't accept it.
No.
Is that true?
Correct, it is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual catch is different on the magazine.
Mm.
With a little creative Dremel work, you can make it work.
You could make it work. Yes, you could make it work. But it is true. They without a little bit of work, they will not work. They'll line up, but they won't lock in. All right. With that, guys, we're going to run through the panel, and we're going to start with our very special guest, and that is Ed USAF.
Well, thank you. I just wanted to be part of the panel, but all that everybody has done for me, I'm like I said, I'm totally speechless. I really am sincerely. I appreciate everybody in this community. It's just absolutely awesome. And hopefully when I get back on my feet again, which I'm hoping is soon, I will be able to return the favor. Well, I don't want to return it, but, you know, in a bad way. But if anybody needs help, I will try to do my best to keep it going in this community.
Awesome, man. We appreciate you more than you know, dude.
Love all you guys.
You're awesome, and keep doing what you do, man. I'm looking forward to more videos, and
yeah,
that's it, man. Just keep doing what you do, brother.
It's good to be alive. That's all I got to say.
GG, yeah, man. I'll send you a link next week. This week I was trying to keep it to specific people. So if anyone out there was looking for links and you didn't get one, I'm sorry if you got butthurt. But it was specific people I wanted on here, and I sent an email earlier today, and some people replied, some people didn't. So it was specific people I wanted on here for this chat. So if you weren't included, it's nothing against you. I was just keeping it on a level for a reason. With that, again, thank you to Ed, and Ed, thank you for picking the number. And congratulations once again to Mike Joseph. I'll reach out to him if he doesn't see this. We'll go to Daniel next. Daniel, what's going on, brother?
All right. I just want everybody to know that I am Mike Joseph. And I would like to thank Alan B. Pro and the Crazy Glocksman for having me on tonight. The guys in the panel, you're all great, okay? This is Daniel, and I'm wrenchless.
So I guess I'm hand delivering it. Anyway, Chico Wise from the Dirty South.
Yeah, guys, I appreciate the link. I'm ecstatic about being on here, especially for this giveaway. And if you guys tune into my channel, I will be doing. You'll see some more of this like Scotsman's gave her a name. She's Betsy Blue. So I'll definitely be doing some reloading videos, and later I'll have some installs. I've got some CMC trigger I'm gonna be installing, and little AR pistol I got, and I'll be putting on Insight's giveaway Romeo 5 on this AR pistol. This is my normal, like my trunk monkey, if you guys are familiar with that. This is what I carry with me when I carry my sidearm. So I'll be installing a nice little trigger inside this to complete my build. That's it.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Before you disappear, Blue Betty has a ducky. What's up with the ducky?
Well, I don't know, but I've been seeing the duck, so I just posted up here, and I got a comment in the side chat that says, and it's from the Reloaders Network guy. He said, "Welcome to Duckville." So I was like, I don't know nothing about the duck. I just got one and put it up there. So I'm sure they're gonna fill me in on that. There's some awesome guys.
We'll fill you in, man. I just had to call you out.
Okay.
Was that from? Did you get that from PC Bullet Empire or what?
He did. He got that from the Emperor.
Okay.
Yeah, he got that from the Emperor. We'll fill him in later.
Right.
While we're talking, Josh, you're up, man.
Oh shit! I ain't got nothing. No plans. Whatever works out next. Thanks for having me on and everything. I appreciate it, and had a good time. I especially had a good time watching Willie and Robin going back and forth in the chat. Yeah. Shit's hilarious. That was fun.
It was good, man. Willie got his ranch back because he sent a picture that was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
he earned his ranch for that one, so he got his ranch back. Warsaw, what you got, man?
Not much. Just working and paying the payments, of course. And I gotta figure out what I gotta do for the next couple of videos I gotta make.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
I appreciate being on here.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you showing up. You're more than welcome anytime. Insight, what you got, brother?
You know me. I don't know. I'll have something. Maybe something every day this week. Maybe one or two things. Who knows? I got a bunch of footage of things that are just sitting on my computer that I toy with and haven't done anything fun in a while. I need to get back into a good fun series. I need to find somebody to kind of play with a little bit. So
but before you do that, would you like to? Before you do that, no, seriously, in all seriousness, would you like to shout out your daughter's channel again? Because
I would. Yeah,
it's important, and I want every one of you guys, if you're watching or if you watch this on the replay, go over, give her a sub, show her some support, show her some love, and help her out. Because trust me, every little bit helps, and she's going to grow because you guys are helping her out.
She is average equestrian, and she is a big part of my heart. I love her to death, and she's passionate about what she's passionate about. You can ask my fiance. There is hot and cold with my daughter, and that's one of the things she's hot about is her equestrian stuff. So I do appreciate that shout out this week. Side chat. I'm sorry if I've missed anything over there. It sounds like I've missed some good entertainment, but I have been on my phone and not seen anything tonight. So I may have to rewatch this just to see how fun the side chat was. But thanks everybody for joining in with us this week. And Ed, man, I'm so glad to see you getting at the tail end of this round right here, and praying for you and happy for you at the same time.
Yeah,
thank you, Insight. And I just wanted to say I did sub to your daughter's channel.
That's awesome.
When I lived in Arizona, I used to ride horses, but they were like stable, the ones that you rent out there. And watching her and some of them others ride is just amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I couldn't even imagine riding like that. It's like Jesus. Yeah. So that's great. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to more videos.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's done a good job, man. She's those trainers are working her pretty good. I watched the last one. They were running her pretty well.
Yeah.
They had fun with her. They're good girls. They really are.
It seems like it. And I did some when I was a kid and learned a little bit. I haven't done it in a long time, but it was good stuff. So I get it. So
I absolutely hate horses. I can't stand them. I think they're nasty, vile, stinky beasts that all they want to do is bite and kick me and throw me off if I get on top of them.
Oh, hold on. Whoa. Stop. That's your problem. You're trying to get on top.
Yeah.
Janice Gay getting on top is not the right thing.
You see, Jan is the one that taught me how to mount a horse.
And that's your fucking problem.
All wrong.
That's your fucking problem right there.
Oh,
all right. Before we get to fucking Janice Gay, my good brother Alan B. fucking Pro, we have the one, the only, most fucking awesome dude ever, Big fucking Al.
How much is that going to cost? But Insight, I subscribe to your daughter's channel. I'm going to tell you about it. I'm from Southern Oklahoma, and all the gals around here, they rodeo and they do a lot of equestrian stuff, work cattle and horses and oil. And I'll tell you something about those old gals that do the barrel racing. They all turn out to be pretty good kids and great adults. You know, they know the work that goes into it and the danger that goes into it. You don't take that in consideration when you're around horses, but they take some hard falls and they know how to get back up. And I think that plays along later in life when they get knocked down, they just get right back up. So she's a great kid. I subbed. She's got a super channel. She's going to do real well in life. And you're a good dad, and she's a good daughter. And the second thing I want to say is, Ed, you don't have to pay anybody back anything. You've already paid back. All you guys that have served in the military, you've done it. Yeah. We owe you. You don't owe us nothing. You've done it. You've paid us in spades.
That's exactly it, man. You know, and I've said in the past, man, I've had so many people work for me that are prime military or current military, and that's why I do what I do and support like Justin's Final Mission and stuff like that, because to me it's huge when you know people that have done it and you know people that have served, or you talk to people. If you have just that little ounce of respect for that person, you understand a lot of things. You know, I was on a chat with Clover and a couple other people, and they were talking about how, you know, some of these guys never recover and some of this other stuff. And I have one guy that used to work for me in my previous job before this one, and he had some issues, and he got completely plastered and drove through a convenience store naked to get more beer.
Wow.
And it literally took me and a couple other people reaching out to him and talking to him to get him to open up and break down and help him along the way, as well as the military stepping in with all the charges and everything else that's coming up on him. They actually stepped in and was like, no, we're going to do it this way. And, you know, because he was willing to work through the process.
Mm-hmm.
And so everyone else stepped in, myself and a few other people that knew him stepped in and was like, hey, you know, this guy's doing this. He's willing to do this. This is what happened, blah, 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 blah. And we all stood up for him and got him to where he needs to be. He has now been sober for a year and a half and is in a way better place and is much happier.
That's
and
good.
He never went to jail. They said no on the jail time, and they've been working with him, and he is doing a whole lot better. But the point is on that whole thing is, you guys have done the service. You guys have put the time in, and we all respect that. So just like Big Al said, dude, you don't owe us shit.
No, you don't, and you've already paid it back. And not only I'm thankful, America's thankful, and we just appreciate it. And guys, I appreciate you guys letting me get on this chat. I don't think I brought much to it, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
No,
so
you are more than welcome anytime, man. I've been trying to get your ass on here forever, and you're more than welcome anytime, dude.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Ed, you got any last thoughts before we go over the Janice Gay?
No, I think we should move right on over to Janice Gay and finish this out.
All right, Alan, brother, what you got, man?
I will never, ever, ever live that down. I
No,
guarantee.
you fucked yourself royally. Did you fuck yourself?
You know, and I've done this numerous times in my life, but I did not think that a joke would bite me in the ass as hard as that one has. I really got to say we've had a absolutely phenomenal side panel tonight. That all by itself has been entertaining as hell. The panel that we've had in the room, we've been getting some phenomenal people here on Foreign and Domestic, and it just keeps getting better and better. I'm thankful for everybody that showed up tonight and came in, and hopefully in the next week, I'll have a new holster for the Urban Gray that I can show everybody. It's not something that I see a bunch of on YouTube. Hopefully I can get the black rifle out and do a little bit of shooting with this particular muzzle brake and a little bit more information purposes on the flip to side magnifier. Let you guys know if it's worth it or not. At this point, I will tell you in one word, yes. Other than that, it's going to be another great week. And as always, keep the magazines loaded and one in the chamber.
All right, there you go, guys. With that, I appreciate y'all showing up. I appreciate everyone who has jumped into hashtag Helpabrotherout. There's going to be a lot more to come on that. We're not done. Ed still has more to go. We're not finished with trying to help Ed. And we sure as hell are not done finished trying to help C-Max. I looked at the numbers earlier, and the person that threw that one out there is a friend of his, and they threw out $10,000, which sounds like a lot of money. It is a lot of money. But we haven't even reached 1,000 yet. And I know this community can do better. And so there's going to be a lot more to come. We're not done yet. We're going to keep on fighting, keep on pushing. I'm not sure what yet, but we'll do something. Because this ain't over. And we're going to keep on fighting and standing right beside them, standing right beside Ed. And just make sure these guys come out healthy and on the other side and are staying to be a part of this community, because it's huge. They're a part of this community, and we love them, and we want them to be there every damn day. So like Ed always throws out those skimpily clad videos, and we all love those skimpily clad videos. So we love the clickbait. So you got to make sure we keep Ed around, because otherwise you ain't gonna have no clickbait.
I think sometimes they get me in more trouble than they do me.
But in all seriousness, guys, I mean, seriously, it's he's a good guy. C-Max is an awesome guy too, and they're a huge part of this community, just like all of you are. So we appreciate you, and we want to keep everyone around. So keep doing what you do. Keep helping if you can. If you can't help, share it. Post it on Instagram. Post it on Facebook. Post it anywhere you can post it. Share the links. Tell your friends. If they look at you like you're fucking crazy, you know what? Fuck them. They're not your friend, because apparently they don't give a shit about humanity. Move the fuck on. Find a new friend. I can't say it more than that. Seriously, if you walk up to them and say, hey, this is what we're doing, this is this and this, and they say, what the fuck? Fuck them. They ain't a true friend. They're not part of what you are, who you are. Move on. Find another friend. It's that fucking simple. So anyway, before I get off on a fucking rant and keep this thing going even longer, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. With that said, congratulations again to Mike Joseph. Dude, you are one lucky motherfucker. And guys, I appreciate y'all. And with that, cheers, and we're the fuck out of here.
Good night.
Night, guys.